Guys, happy Thursday. So I just wanted to pop on for about 10-15 minutes or so to talk about something that a lot of people still get hung up on sometimes, or aren't clear on, or are still looking to learn more about. And this is overcoming objections. Now, this goes to, people that you're talking to about the business, you're talking to about the products. This can be for any network marketing company or any good product or service for that matter. So, hi Tessa, what's up? Rob Safoli. So this goes for any business. And I think it's really important. I think we need to get really real. Hi, Lisa. We need to get real for a second. Hi, Lori. So start burning some incense. Turn on your pink salt light. Get the sage bush out. And we need to just really get real for a second with all of these objections that for the new people. I mean, this is important. If you guys want to share this into your team groups or team pages that you have, I highly encourage, because you're going to get certain objections when you're doing network marketing. And, for something like Isagenix or for any network marketing business, you're going to get pushback. Hi, Janet, my friend. And what the most common things that we hear. So I have a whole process of how I qualify someone. So, whether you're going to be talking to someone about the business or you're going to talk to someone about the products, there's absolutely a certain way that it should be done. And, just to give you an example, if someone was to reach out to me and, ask me, hey, tell me about this program, tell me about your program, tell me about your nutrition, whatever it is. Hi, Marnie. What's up, Joe? So guys, again, I encourage you to like or love the video. Share this into any private groups that you're in, whether it's Isagenix or any other network marketing opportunity. This is good information for some of the new people to hear, even a refresher for the old people. So let's just get real for a second. So when you qualify a person for your time, there's certain questions that you're going to ask. And, you're going to ask people, what's the best day, time, and number to reach you on? They're going to tell you, or they might come back with some more questions. And there's an old saying that someone that refuses to get on the phone with you because they're busy or they have this, that, or the other, people in our industry call them assholes, because they just ask, and they don't really want to take the time, the effort, or the energy to get on the phone with you to learn more about what you're doing. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Dad. What's up, Cassandra? So what you guys have to understand is that there's a methodology to why you're going to do things. So number one, you're going to ask the person the best day, time, and number to reach you on so you can connect. They will tell you that. Then you will say, what are you specifically looking to achieve and maintain? They will then tell you that. Then you will ask them, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you? Now, this is done all through texting or messaging. You do not get on the phone with someone that does not qualify for your time. What's up, Sean? So you ask someone on a scale of 1 to 10 how serious they are. Now, I know, and I know a lot of you know, people are either a 1 or they're a 10. There's really no numbers in between. So this person says they're a 9. Great. They tell me what they wanted to achieve. They've told me, how serious they are, and then we have the day and the time ready for us to talk to. So we have our call. And again, you want to keep little notes on the people that you're speaking to. Now, this could be for the opportunity as well, but there's a big difference. So, obviously a lot of people know that I use LinkedIn for my business prospecting, and most of us are using Instagram and Facebook for our product prospecting. So again, people can choose. They can be cleanse coaches or they can be business builders, because the conversation is completely different. Hi, Christine. So when you get someone on the phone and you paint the picture, right? You paint the picture and you tell them all about how the program works and how great it's going to be and how it's going to address their needs and it's going to help them this way or that way. And then it gets to that one point. Now, this can be whether you're looking to hire a coach, someone's looking to buy a program. You get to this point in any one of your conversations, no matter it's network marketing related or not, and it's the money. As soon as the money or the cost comes up, that's when things get weird. And what I mean by that, things get weird. It was such a clean, clear, straight line conversation. And then all of a sudden, we're talking about cost or the investment. And then all of a sudden, you start learning things about these people that you're talking to that you never knew how much they had really going on. So, you're thinking to yourself, this person's a 10 out of 10. They're ready to get their nutrition ready. They're ready to grow this. They're ready to do that. They're ready to take themselves and their business and everything to the next level. And then all of a sudden, cost comes up. And then I call this the excuse train. Now, kids are not excuses, they're reasons. A job is not an excuse. It's not an excuse, it's a job. But the fact is that when you get to the money point with any conversation, things get weird. People are doing this, they're working on doing that. You all of a sudden you find out that the level of seriousness was based off of if something was free, or not valuing what you're presenting. So here's the thing. Whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's a coaching opportunity, whether it's a product opportunity, whether that person can afford it or not, whether they see the value in it or not, you have to understand that it has nothing to do with you. And it has everything to do with that person and their circumstance. Because the fact of the matter is, it's not that they can't afford or see value in what you're doing. Traditionally, they can't afford or see value in any of the other things. And Dawn says, this happens to me all the time. Now, here's what I want to share with you guys. So when you're hanging out, and I don't mean like hanging out, just kind of sitting here. When you're on a platform like Facebook and Instagram where you're doing attraction marketing, you're doing before and after pictures and monetary growth and rank advancement pictures and pictures of your products, that's going to attract product users. And most people end up enrolling people for the products, and people have heard me say this before. The business then becomes an oh, by the way. There's a business attached to this. If any of this is making sense so far, type a Y or a yes in the chat box. I just want you guys to be with me on this because I want to assist you. Because what I'm learning, because I talk to a lot of people every day, there's a reason for this. So what I've learned is that it's not about anything that any of us are doing wrong. It's all about who we're talking to. So when you can compare, and I'm just going to write some numbers down for you. So the average income of someone on Facebook and Instagram, okay, is less than $30,000 a year. Do you think they're going to be able to afford a product, a good, or a service that costs what they are seeing as a substantial amount of money? So if someone on Facebook and Instagram is making less than $30,000 a year, type Y or N in the chat box if you really feel those people could afford that. So just take into consideration. We know what our products and our goods and our services. We've qualified the person. We've asked all the right questions. We've painted all the right pictures. They've looked at all the right information. And then we get the cost. And all of a sudden, they can't afford it. They're going to have to save up. They're going to have to wait, thinking that life is going to change. So if someone is making less than $30,000 a year, do you think they can afford something that is $3, $4, $6, $1,000? Bill says no. And again, this is not to knock anyone. We're just talking about numbers. We're just talking about reality. We're just talking about, Janet says, yes, for sure, they can. Sean says no. So here's the thing. If people, but they don't, there it is, but they don't see the value. So what you guys have to understand, and this is what I've learned, even though Debbie says no. So everyone that says no or yes, you're both right. Because here's the thing. Money comes and money goes, but our health, our businesses, our monetary income can be changed with decisions. So people have heard me say this before. The average income of someone on LinkedIn, Christine says if they had an E50 tax bill come in, they would find the money to pay for it. So this is, Christine, I'm so glad you said that, because I use this example all the time. And the example that I use, and I'm going to use Christine as an example. So Christine, play along with me here. So Christine and I go back and forth, and she, qualifies herself. She wants to lose some weight. She wants to grow her business. She's a 10 out of 10, right? And Donna says if they want it, they will buy it no matter what the cost. That was my case, and I needed to change. Exactly. The pain has to be great enough. Sometimes people don't get to that pain point. So, I go back and forth, and Christine says, Scott, I just can't afford it. I can't, I got to talk to my husband. That happens to us all the time, and someone obviously disproves. So basically, I say to these people, Christine, listen, let me just give you a hypothetical. You're driving to work tomorrow, and you happen to hit a pothole, and you get 2 flat tires. Obviously, you only have a spare in the trunk, and you need to replace the other tires. So you need 2 new tires to get to work so you can earn the income to provide for your family. Will you find a way to fix those tires at any and all cost? And the answer, every time I've used that scenario with people, the answer has always been yes. And then what I say to that person is, you know what? You reached out to me because your business or your health or both has a flat tire. Are you willing to invest in it, to fix it, to provide for yourself and your family? So when I turn the mirror around on that person, sometimes they come back around and they're like, oh my God, you're so right. Sometimes they still don't see it, but here's the thing. The reason why I started prospecting a lot on LinkedIn is because the people make $100,000 a year or more. So I don't get the monetary objection as much as I would. Christine said I would put it on a credit card and then figure out how to pay for it later. Yes. If there's a will, there is a way. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to release all of the guilt, all of the frustrations, all of the like, I don't want you to complain to your uplines anymore, or your downlines, or your sidelines, or to yourself, or to your friends or your family. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just you haven't had enough conversations, and you haven't had enough conversations with the right people. Because when people value themselves, and they value their life, and when they value their job, and they value their livelihood and their families, cost is not an issue. And Janet says, I did the same as Christine. I saw the value and figured out the money. Listen, we all can figure it out, but here's the thing. What you guys have to do, if there's a roadblock in your life, so say, just as an example, say money has been funny for you personally in your Isagenix business or whatever, and you couldn't afford to go to Celebration, you couldn't afford to go to an event, right? and you know there's value there. So here's the thing. If you didn't, this is how energy works. This is how energy works. If you succumb to that situation and you said, you throw your hands up, you're like, I can't afford it. I don't know where the money's coming from. You could have borrowed it, whatever it is, you don't figure it out. That energy that you put out there, that you can't afford something, even though you want it, you're not willing to try hard enough to get it, that energy will circulate your business. And it's called the law of attraction. So then when you start talking to people, you're attracting those people that might be in the same situation where they're not willing to figure it out or go find the money. So here's my advice. If you end up in a situation where you know that you need to make the investment, whether it's coaching, whether it's going to an event, a plane ticket, doing something for you, you know you have to do it. Find the money. Because when you make that investment in yourself and then you see the return give you back tenfold what you've actually invested in, it changes the entire vibration, because then your story changes. Then your story changes, because then Janet can say, listen, Lisa, I know exactly how you feel because I was in your shoes just 2 years ago. I was offered this opportunity. I didn't have the money, but you know what? I found a way. I reached out to my family. I reached out to my friends and I said, please help me out. I will pay you back because I know this is going to work. I know it's going to return me something. And I know you can do the same thing. Because if people want it bad enough, they will do whatever it takes to make it happen. Because bottom line, we get one life. As Gary Vee says, we get one at bat. If we die tomorrow, all the money we do or don't have, it doesn't mean a thing. So here's what you guys have to do. Number one, you have to level up. Stop talking to the people that are making $30,000 or less. Start talking to the people that make $100,000 or more. Goosebumps. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Level yourself up. Start painting a different picture for people. Because if you want other people in your life and in your business to take risks, somebody has to jump in the water first to feel the temperature. And that has to be you. Because there's a great video. It's called, I think it's called the First Dancer. I'll post it in the link later. Because all it takes is one person. All it takes is one person to believe in what someone else is doing, and then it is an avalanche effect. So that person has to be you. Take the risk on yourself, because if people are willing to see the risk that you're willing to take, the risk on yourself, they are going to be willing to invest in you because you were willing to invest in you. So guys, I hope this quick little content helped. Again, level up, don't level down, because you guys are better. Love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Thursdays, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody.